Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Walking Dead video. So tomorrow is the premiere of The Walking Dead Dead City Season 2, and so I want to talk about everything that you need to know before going into the very first episode here of Season 2, and yeah, get into a few other things here. So before we go any further, make sure to be a subscriber if you do want to get all of my Walking Dead content like this. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch every single Sunday. I will be streaming my reactions to the episode, so I do hope to see you guys there. If you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, definitely go and do so. My channel name is Appetite for the Dead. The link is in the description of this video, and yeah, I hope to see you guys there tomorrow. It's most likely going to be tomorrow morning. I'm not going to be staying up very late tonight to watch the episode, but I'll be there first thing in the morning, and I'll make my coffee and all of that, and yeah, I'll watch the first episode, and then afterwards get into my review and breakdown of everything, and then talk about I guess episode 2 and talk about what we just saw. Also, The Last of Us I know is premiering tomorrow as well, but I'll do that video tomorrow night. So that's not going to really change too much, but yeah, just wanted to mention that for those asking about that. So let's get into Dead City Season 2 here. So this season here is a season that people have been waiting for a while. Honestly, it's hard to believe that it's been almost 2 years. Like, next month it'll have been 2 years since we've seen Maggie and Negan on The Walking Dead. Like, I can't even believe it's been that long, but that's just one of those things that I hope that they really do change up here. Like, I've seen a lot of reviews on that with The Walking Dead that the 8-episode thing isn't even enough. Like, honestly, I've been complaining about 6 episodes, but I just saw a review actually that was saying that 8 episodes is not enough and The Walking Dead needs long-term storytelling. So I do kind of agree. Like, the reviewer was saying that, you know, doing 16 episodes makes a lot more sense. I think that that would be amazing for sure, but 8 episodes I'm totally okay with because it's better than 6 episodes, right? So yeah, this episode's going to be premiering tomorrow on AMC Plus, and it's going to be premiering, I think, tonight at like 3 a.m. Eastern. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same thing as like every other season, which is basically, yeah, the second it's midnight Pacific, or that'll be 3 a.m. Eastern, the episode will be released, and so I'll watch it like literally within the hour I wake up tomorrow. But on AMC, if you don't have AMC Plus, it's going to premiere tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. So it'll be like just very standard, very typical Walking Dead times. And so, yeah, it's going to be really exciting to actually have everyone watch an episode of The Walking Dead and just everyone talking about it again. Like, I just honestly love those Sundays. I miss my Walking Dead Sundays. It's been a very long time. And the last show that premiered, Daryl Dixon Season 2, was just kind of a mess in terms of all the spoilers and stuff that came out. So it really just hurt The Walking Dead overall. And like, every Sunday was still fun because I didn't know what was happening, but most people did. So you saw a lot of the excitement gone. So really, the last time we've been able to do this and like watch every episode and be super excited was with The Ones Who Live, right? And before that was Daryl Dixon Season 1 and Dead City Season 1. So it's been like just over a year, which is absolutely insane. And so tomorrow I'm going to be doing my video breaking down the episode. I'll do a pretty big video breaking down everything in episode 1. I'll do a video breaking down the trailer for episode 2, and then I'll have a couple of videos out throughout the day. I'm going to have a video out, I think, for sure at nighttime when the episode does drop, talking about like the biggest moment of the episode and just like what this means, this and that, because those are always fun, and I like doing that because just back in the day, I used to do videos like that all the time when the episode would just air at night and there was no AMC Plus at all, right? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. And I wanted to mention this one thing here because I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I didn't get into the exact quotes. And so I've been seeing people talk about this a lot and saying that, oh, this means that Negan's going to die this season, this and that. I'm just like, no, that's not what this means at all. He's not leaving the show after season 2 or anything like that. And so I just want to get into exactly what Jeffrey Dean Morgan said, because I guess he said this the other day. And yeah, the headline of the article here makes it seem so much worse. So I do want to actually get into exactly what he says here. So in an article here with Variety, I guess he was talking about his time on the show, this and that, and I'm not sure what the question was, but this was his response here. He says, "This has been a part of my life for so long now that I don't ever picture it ending unless I finally say I'm too old to do this anymore," which I am getting dangerously close to. So when you see that, that doesn't sound as bad as what the headline is, which is like, you know, his time's coming dangerously close to ending on The Walking Dead. Like, that's definitely making it seem like, okay, he's going to be, you know, leaving the show very, very soon. But when you see that, it's more of one of those things where he's, you know, like he said, he just said that, you know, it's been a part of his life for so long now that he doesn't picture it ending unless he's just like, you know what, I'm too old for this. And, you know, then he says he's getting dangerously close to getting too old for this. And so I think we can all all relate with that. But then there's another part here in the article in which he talks about, I guess, future seasons of The Walking Dead Dead City, and I guess talks about doing the spinoff in general. And he says, especially doing this spinoff with two characters who want to kill each other 90% of the time, because I had never heard of this being a workable concept before, yet here we are with season 2 coming out and talking about doing more. We'll see. So right there, I'm just like, okay, so he said that one thing. I think that when you're looking at what he says overall, like, he's talking about doing more. So that confirms that Negan is not going to die in season 2, which, makes a lot of sense. I don't think anyone expected that at all, obviously. And they're talking about doing more, which to me, that sounds like more than one season. The rumor has been that they're going to be doing season 3 and 4 and filming that back to back later this year. I find it weird that we haven't got the renewal yet or any announcement. I thought we were going to get that. But remember, with Dead City season 1, we got the renewal for season 2, I think like a couple of days before the finale of season 1. So we still have a lot of time before they renew this year for season 3 and 4. They literally could just wait until Comic-Con, right? Like I have a feeling that like they literally might wait until then. But then again, The Walking Dead Dead City season 2 is ending on June 22nd. A month before Comic-Con, and that's a little bit too long. So I think they might just announce, season 3 and 4 are happening. And I think because of filming, the rumor is they were filming back-to-back seasons this summer. So, I think that it just makes sense. They're probably going to announce something like that here coming up. But yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan mentioned doing more seasons here. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, they're going to be doing like, at least I feel like a couple more seasons, and then there's the reunion story and everything. Like, I don't think this, era of The Walking Dead is ending until like 2030, and that's including Rick returning and like the reunion and all of that. I think we'll see all of that happen by 2030, in which I think a next generation thing will happen. So yeah, anyways, I just want to give my thoughts on that because I saw a lot of people, really just quoting certain parts of this and taking it out of context, but when you're really looking at all of that here, it doesn't seem like the character is going to be dying anytime soon, or that, his time on the show is going to be ending soon. Like, I think if you're looking at it overall, like, are we in the first half of, Negan's time on the show? Definitely not. We're in the second half, I would say, for sure, right? Like, he's been around for a long time. I don't see the character going on for another 10 more years or something like that. Like, who knows? Maybe, right? Like, I don't think anyone thought the character would be around still to this day, but it doesn't mean that the character is going to be dying in the next like year or two here. I think that, again, like, that's why I still think like 5 more years for sure. I think everyone will reunite with Rick and everything. And then, this whole era will be over, and then they'll start something else at that point. That's sort of how I'm predicting everything to go here anyways. And I think Dead City is going to be really setting up this next era of The Walking Dead here, where we build to the endgame story with all the new villains and everything. And I do think New Babylon is going to be a big part of it. And I really am curious on that aspect to it. Like, if New Babylon takes over New York City, I really am curious as to what that's going to do for the world of The Walking Dead, because, the CRM, they kind of run everything, right? Yes, they are good now, technically, but they do kind of run everything at this point. And I'm just picturing how, the CRM would react to New Babylon taking over New York City. Like, their goal is literally to take over New York City, to become like, the capital city of the world, basically, is sort of, I guess, how they've been describing it. Well, actually, they never said that. I can't remember exactly how they described it, but I believe that's New Babylon's goal right now, is to do that. And like, I don't know what they're like overall. We don't know a lot about them as a community. And I think that's what season 2 is going to be getting into here. And like, the early reviews were all mentioning that, how this is going to be, like, the story here for season 2 is very ambitious. And that's exactly what I like to hear. I want them to be ambitious because that's what the end game story has to be. It has to be a much bigger story. Like, yes, I want the characters surviving and I want to see some cool, very like classic Walking Dead stuff like that. But I think having New Babylon trying to do things like that, like, if they do take over, like, what does that mean for the future? There's a lot of stuff with the CRM. They're going to get involved, I imagine. And I think that's how Rick gets involved in the story here. And I think it makes sense for, just, that's the thing too, is like, how does Daryl get involved? And like, is that going to be the main story? Because that's Dead City's story. And I think that's where things will obviously still change as we go from season to season here, because there's still a lot more story to work out here. There's still things to actually build towards, but season 2 is going to build towards that. Like, if you look at Daryl Dixon season 2, you had Laurent and Ash go back to the Commonwealth. So that's how Rick can find out where Daryl and Carol are. And now with Dead City Season 2, they're building some stuff up here. So I think that they are going to be building in that direction right now. And there's going to be a lot more Easter eggs here this season as to how they're going to build up, you know, and set up that endgame reunion story. So I'm very excited. I really can't wait. And Dead City is finally here. So, well, one more day it'll be here, right? So yeah, definitely post all your thoughts down below. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to be a subscriber if you want to get all my Walking Dead content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.